There's 2 woodpeckers on the branch that I've got mainly showing there. You see them? One just flew down, flew over. You can see the red of his head. It caught my attention because Ollie, I think that's Ollie, yeah, Ollie, was looking up in the tree, staring them down. So I looked and spotted them. I'm filming this through the window. I know that if I go outside, it'll scare them away, so I just think it's so neat. 2 red-headed woodpeckers. Not sure I want them pecking on the walnut tree, but they're doing it. All right, let's see, where did he fly off to? Well, that one's still over there. Today is January the 1st. Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope that this will be a wonderful, magnificent year for all. Okay, they're flying off across the road. Well, the woodpeckers didn't hang around very long. You know, they wouldn't, no doubt, with Ollie and Otto watching them. So I love watching the birds, though. I've got several bird feeders out that they've been frequenting a good bit here lately. I need to get out there and clean them out some, because with the amount of rain that we've had, some of the seeds are sprouting up. So that's something I'll put on my to-do list. As I said earlier, today is New Year's. So once again, Happy New Year's. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, as we did. Santa was good to the RV wife. I've got new equipment in the form of the stands. I think they're called gimbals, something like that. But I got a new one that is on the short stand, and then I've got one that can be adjusted up in height. And the best thing, I think, is microphones. So hopefully the sound quality is going to be 100% better. The sound quality of my voice right now is not very good, though. I am on the verge of laryngitis. It's just a sinus thing. It happens every year, a little bit earlier this year than normal, but the usual pattern is I wake up with a little bit of sinus, I start having laryngitis, and a day or two later, my voice is completely gone, and then it takes another day or two and it's back to normal. So I feel fine, but that's just the way it is. So pardon the gruffness of my voice, the sultriness of my voice. We had a wonderful Christmas, as I said. Of course, we got in our traditional selfie. And then my daughter did her traditional gag gifts for everyone. This year it was socks that hold hands with each other. Crazy. Then we played some games.
You can't put your hands on anything.
Where you take the balloon and pick up one cup and transfer it to the opposite end and stack it in the other cups.
Women
This
rule.
was adults against kids. Now, Jessica was taking Everly's place because she couldn't quite blow the balloon up. But we had some folks that couldn't quite follow directions.
Wow.
but it was laughs and more laughs and more laughs.
Go, Mama, go. Go, Mama, go. Go, Mama, go. Go, Mama, go.
All right, come on, let's go. Come on, Jay.
Here's a prime example of not quite following directions.
Go. Go. I'm not sure if it's Come on, Jace. You ain't supposed to have a look.
No, stop. All right, go, take that back. Take. No. Take that one.
Go, Ella, go.
All right, who's supposed to? Me?
It's your turn. Get your balloon. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I have nothing else here.
Go, Ella, go. That's okay. That's okay. Go, me, my go. Go, me, my go.
Go.
Bless his heart, he tried. He gave it his all.
It's a past maintenance.
What time we keeping?
Oh, Everly. I love that. Oh,
I like
5, 10, 6, and 8,
like 140.
That is so cool.
All right, now look, on this page right here, get your mama to help you do that. Take that page out and we're gonna all sign it. I've already signed it and then everybody else is gonna sign it too, okay?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's nothing.
I love it.
Yeah. Says what time you want.
Your number, wait, what's that saying?
Is Mima flicking somebody off in that one?
Oh, wait, your license will be off.
Inaugural game on
Got a long head. This man he does have a long head.
there.
That's why the bear man.
I learned how to play piano.
Prince Avenue.
I've seen these.
He doesn't have a single offer.
Like that liquor.
Lady Raiders, here she comes.
He's a football
You are welcome, baby girl. We've been super busy since. One reason why I'm not using my new equipment is after I got everything broke down, put up from Christmas, we had a wedding in North Georgia. My grandnephew married, and we went to that. We stayed overnight, and it was Saturday the 30th, and we had a fantastic time. It was a beautiful wedding. Congratulations to Chipper and Molly. So we spent time in North Georgia. Thought I might get to see some snow, but we didn't. So anyway, got back home yesterday about noonish, and you know I was tired. It's about a 5-hour drive. So 5 hours up, the wedding, partying, having a good time, 5 hours back. It's, you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So anyway, I just haven't had time to get the microphone, study up on how to use the stands and all that kind of stuff. So I am going to do a scaled down version of the traditional New Year's meal for supper tonight. Normally I do it for lunch and have all the family come that can. And, you know, I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just do for enough for me and Garry, and we'll have New Year's later on. But the traditional meal is to have black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas are symbolic of good fortune. And this all dates back to the days following the Civil War, when the Union marched through the South and just obliterated everything, plundered everything, except for the black-eyed peas and hog jowls, because it was seen to be unfit for consumption. So that's what the Southerners had to subsist on. So it symbolizes good fortune, good luck, that it brought them through the hard times after Sherman marched through Georgia. So we'll be having black-eyed peas. I've got them on soaking now. And then you have greens, and the greens can either be turnips, mustards, collards, or cabbage. Thankfully, cabbage is considered in that because neither one of us like the turnips, the mustards, and collards. Now, cabbage we like. The problem is, I don't have any. I forgot to pick some up when I was doing my grocery shopping. And so, instead of following that tradition, we're going to have string beans. And we're going to pretend that they're on the list for wealth. They symbolize wealth and paper money. So, if it doesn't come true that we have a lot of wealth and paper money, we'll know why. So what else? All right, cornbread. Cornbread symbolizes gold. And, you know, it's said that the typical Southern kitchen should always have cornbread waiting to be consumed. Well, you know, how many times have I said it? I am not a cook, so I don't have cornbread hardly ever. But we're going to have it for supper tonight. And let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it. You got to have, the meat. Pork. Pork is considered as good fortune as well. And you eat pork because pigs root forward. So you want to look forward to the coming year, not to the past. So ham, bacon, we're having pork sausage, so Gary's going to fix some on the grill. So anything pork is considered good luck, prosperity in the coming year. You don't eat chickens. And I wonder if you can tell me why. I'll give you a minute. Why don't you eat chickens? Chickens scratch backwards. So you don't want to look to the past. You want to look forward. The past has come and gone. Nothing you can do about it. You can learn from any mistakes you made going into the future. So no chicken on New Year's because they scratch backwards and we are not looking backwards. Just some of the folklore and traditions that we love to honor here in our household anyway. I really hate that, I just don't really feel up to the big meal. I'll make up for it though. Let me show you my black-eyed peas. I've got them on the stove soaking. You wash them and then put them in the pot to soak. I did that last night, and then I'm gonna let them soak a little bit more. I'll start with the seasoning, add a little bit of onion to it. We're gonna just kind of kick back, and Gary's working on, or wanting to get started working on his boat after lunch when it warms up just a little bit more. We are planning our trip to Steinhatchee. We're going to leave sometime the middle of the month. We're not going to stay as long as we typically do. Steinhatchee was the target, ground zero, if you will, for the hurricane, and I forget the name. Do you remember the name of the hurricane? But it hit Steinhatchee full blast, late summer. You would have thought I would remember the name because it did quite a bit of damage. But we have contacted the campground owner to make sure that everything is repaired, up and going where we usually stay. And he said that it was now to come on. So we're going to be pulling out about the middle. We're just going to stay a couple of weeks. And hopefully our plans are that Matt and his family will come one weekend and do some fishing. I don't fish when it's cold weather. I don't typically go out. And I really don't like for Gary to have to go out by himself. It's just on the river. You don't have to go out long distance. As a matter of fact, they have caught some of the most fish that they've caught just in the area that would be right there in what you would consider the backyard of where we camp. But anyway, and then another weekend, Jamie and her family will come and they'll have their chance at fishing. Looking forward to that. There's a lot of things we need to do to get ready for it. He had worked on his boat a good bit during that. Remember I've told you that's what he was doing when he tripped up, fell, and tore his rotator cuff. He has been dismissed over the Christmas break. He had a doctor appointment and he released him, so he's still doing, the exercises and so forth, because he's not 100%, but they've told him that it would be a good year before he would be back to what you would consider 100%. So anyway, got several things we need to do with the boat, make sure that it's ready, and I need to pare down some here in the RV as well. I kind of added a few things that I need to take out, mostly in the basement. So Happy New Year to everyone once again. Have a great day. Enjoy the coming days. Best wishes, good health, good luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. We're back to I'm an RV wife.